Hey guys, welcome to the Reality Theory podcast. Thanks for joining us on our maiden voyage. We're going to be putting these out weekly,
Every Monday.
every Monday. So check it out. You may like it, you may not. We really don't give a fuck.
Basically.
That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah.
This is more for us than anything else. It's just a fun thing for us to do. I think we needed something. We both needed something fun that we could do on the side to get away from the everyday hassles of work and family and just the mundaneness of life. So we thought that this would be something fun that we could do to get away from all of that.
And it's kind of strange because I don't like being on camera. I don't like pictures being taken of me.
Neither one of us do. So
I have anxiety. And I got a text from you saying, hey, let's start a radio show.
yeah,
And I didn't answer you for about a week because I thought you texted the wrong person. So I'm sitting here like, well, fuck that. I'm just going to, I kind of ignored it. And then I'm like, well, so I text you back and you're like, no, seriously, let's do this.
I'm like, fuck it, why not? Let's.
Yeah, little did I know it was I thought you were actually meant like a radio show. And, I'm not thinking podcast in my head, but.
Well, I was listening. I mean, so here's the thing. I was on my way to work. I've got a long drive to work. I drive about an hour to an hour and a half every day downtown to work, and I was listening to the radio. And I listen to the radio every morning. These talk shows and whatever morning shows, I guess you call them. And some of the crap that they were saying, I was just like, man, like we could do that. I mean, for those of you that don't know, we used to work together, which was working is kind of an understatement. But we were always cracking up. We were always making jokes. I mean, we just had a good time. I mean, it was we like to goof off. I mean, that's what we do.
We think a lot alike, and we have the same personality, and we're not related in any way.
Yeah,
And
for those of you wondering, no, we're not related. We get
At
that
all.
For some odd reason. We get that all the time, which neither one of us understand why. But no, so I was listening to this show, these morning shows, and I was like, we could fucking do that. Like, why couldn't we do that?
Yeah.
So obviously a radio show. I mean, we both have too foul of mouths to be on the radio, but podcasting or YouTube videos or whatever you want to call it, a YouTube podcast, I guess, seemed like the best option. So we decided to go with that and just check it out and see if we could do it, see if it was going to be something feasible for both of us, time wise, money wise, and if anybody was even going to be interested in listening to us, which I don't think either one of us really cares if anybody listens to us. I mean, obviously we appreciate anybody who wants to listen or watch, but I don't think that's the main goal for either one of us.
No, I mean, the one reason people wouldn't want to watch is obviously our views are pretty strong, and some people might not agree with them, which
yeah, I mean,
I don't give a shit, to be honest, but
no, neither one of us really give a shit, but at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, everybody has their own views and their own opinions, and if you can't have a discussion about your differentiating opinions, then what are we doing here anyways? I mean, why is anybody, what's the point of dialogue?
Exactly.
If you can't have a rational discussion with somebody, or even a civil discussion with somebody, then what's the point in speaking at all? I mean, why even do it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, all these people that are out there, everybody thinks differently. Nobody thinks the same. Everybody has different opinions and different views on certain subjects. But if you can't at least have a civil conversation with somebody who sees things differently than you, then just go home and stay in bed all day. There's no point in you even going out in the world. I mean, seriously, why are you even taking up
breathing air.
valuable space? I mean, you're just an idiot. Just go home. There's no reason for you to be around. I mean, seriously. I mean, I've talked with people. I talk with people all the time that definitely don't see eye to eye about anything that I do. So but we can still have civil conversations about it. You know, I mean, we can still discuss the issues, and we can, okay, you have your opinion, I have my opinion, we agree to disagree. Or, you know, maybe sometimes I walk away learning something that I didn't know, you know, maybe they walk away learning something they didn't know. I mean, you know, having a rational discussion is very important, you know.
Well,
I mean,
plus it also shows when someone disagrees with me, but they can keep it civil, I definitely gain a lot more respect for that person because.
Absolutely. I mean, you have
because you see these people on TV throwing a fit, acting like children, especially these kids in college nowadays. They act obnoxious and they think
it's not even people. It's not even just the people in college.
No, I mean it's a lot of people.
You see
on both sides.
Grown adults. Look, these people have children. Think about that for a minute. These people are raising children, and they can't even have a civil discussion about anything. If somebody sees something differently than they do, they're automatically seen as the enemy. They don't want anything to do with you. And both sides do it. It's not just one-sided, you know. I mean, we can sit
Yes,
here.
it is.
I mean, we can sit here and talk all day about, you know, how, it's the liberals, or it's the, conservatives, or it's the Democrats, or it's the Republicans. It's both. You know, everybody wants to point blame at one.
Yeah,
at one
of course
party.
they do.
It's both sides. I mean, come on. I've seen some real nut jobs on both sides of the fence, and that's why I choose not to pick a side of the fence.
There just seems to be a lot more nuts in the Democratic tree than the Republican.
Yeah, there seem to be a few
Which
more.
is one of my views, which some people may not like, and that's just my view.
Yeah. I mean, but you have to be able to talk about things.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't understand. I don't understand people that just, you know, oh my God, no, I don't want to hear it. You don't think the same as me, so stop talking, please. Just go away.
Yeah, they're allowed to speak their views to you, but the second you want to speak your views and your points,
yeah,
it's like they call, you know, oh, you're harassing me, or you're what is it, microaggressions?
Yeah,
and you're assaulting me with your words.
You're assaulting me, but the funny thing is they're all about free speech. When it comes to them,
they want to speak, but they don't want to hear you speak.
Yeah, it's like, oh, free speech. Well, guess what? Free speech refers to all speech, whether it's offensive. I mean, look, no words are going to physically harm anybody.
Yeah,
so
which includes hate speech, which isn't exactly. Which is,
if you want to say,
not nice, but
yeah, if you want to say that there's free speech, you have to say all speech is free. You can't pick and choose, because who's to decide? I think. Who was it that did a piece on that? Was it Crowder that did a deal where he was interviewing people, and he was talking about, you know, what do you think about free speech? Should hate speech be considered free speech, or should we shut them down?
No, that was him. I mean, Ben Shapiro's done it. He's done it. I think Gavin McInnes has done it. They've all done it.
I think they've all done it.
When they're speaking, the crowd is trying to shut him up and screaming over him. And they say, get out of here. He goes, well, I'm here speaking. It's free speech, and we don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But he's got to sit there and listen to their bullshit.
But the thing is, okay, look, if you don't want to hear it, walk away. Walk away. Why? You don't have to sit there and listen to somebody say something that you don't want to hear. Walk away. Get away from it.
Leave the situation.
Yes, move away from the situation. You don't have to stay there and listen to something you don't want to hear. Nobody's forcing you to. So for these people to say, oh, get out of here, you know, you don't belong here. I belong here just as much as you do. Well, who are you to tell me that I don't belong here?
Yeah.
You know, unless it's private property and you own the place.
Yeah, then you have every right to be there.
We both have the same rights.
Exactly.
So I just think it's funny when people try to shut you down and they're not able to have a discussion about things.
Oh, I will say I'm known as being pretty one-sided. And I do get
a lot of people are one-sided.
And I do get the voice raised a little bit. Like, you know, I get a little passionate about it, which, you know, isn't the best thing. But to me, it's, you know, I'm passionate about that subject, and I believe what I believe.
Yeah.
And, you know, I try to do as much research as possible. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Well, that's the other thing too. If you're going to get into a debate with somebody or a discussion with somebody, and try to preach to them or tell them that, you know, this is the way it is, or blah, 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 whatever the case is, you might want to do a little research before you go getting in someone's face and telling them that they're wrong and that their point of views are wrong and that you're right. If you can't explain why you're right and back it up with facts,
Yeah, then just don't talk.
then don't say anything.
Well, that's the biggest problem. These people don't want to do the research because they know they're going to be proved wrong most of the time. Because they're not going to like what they find.
Or what I really like, though, are the ones who do the research and then tell you that the research is wrong because it didn't come out the way that they thought it was going to.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It makes me mad.
Those facts are wrong. I don't know where they got their facts from, but those facts are wrong. I know what really happened because I was there.
Which brings me to
you weren't there.
It kind of goes off topic, but with the whole moon landing.
Yeah.
People say, we weren't there, we need proof. Okay, well, what was it, 5-6 years ago, China sent up a satellite and took pictures of the American landing sites, and they said, well, those pictures are fake. Okay, you asked for the proof. Another country sent up a satellite, took pictures of the thing that you said was fake, and then you called those pictures fake.
Oh, but hey, guess what? China's conspiring with the U.S. about the whole...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to come up with something. Oh, no, yeah, they're in on it, too. Yeah.
Yeah, bullshit.
The Chinese government, because they're so fond of us, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone loves the U.S.
Yeah. No, it's just, it's beyond me, man. I mean, if it's not one thing, it's always something else. I mean... They want to sit and say, you know, oh, but where are you getting your facts from? Well, I'm getting them from the government. Oh, well, the government doesn't know because they're not including this or this or this or this.
Well, you could sit there and you could.
Okay, well then where are you getting your facts from?
You could sit there and list every freaking news source on the internet and every newspaper, and they'll still tell you, well, you didn't find you're not going off the right source. Well, find it for me.
Yeah, you tell me which source you would like for me to reference.
Yeah, which is more than likely gonna be the one that agrees with them the most, even though it's probably freaking wrong.
Yeah,
in most cases. But yeah, these people nowadays are just.
But it's funny though. It's funny that you brought up the moon landing. Have you heard about these flat earthers?
Yes, I have, and I usually just call them morons. I don't. The flat Earth is.
But look, okay, so I don't buy into the whole flat Earth thing, but I will tell you that some of their reasoning and some of their logic behind why they think the Earth is flat, some of it's pretty compelling. I'll give them that. Like, it makes you stop and think.
Yeah, it makes me think, like, what the fuck happened to these people? Why are they this stupid? They must have been dropped in the head a few times. But they agree. Every other planet in our solar system and everything else around us is round. But just that one planet that we're on, yeah, it's flat.
It's flat, yeah.
And we're surrounded by freaking ice.
See, I don't know a lot about it. I haven't done a lot of research. I watched one video. I saw one video on Facebook, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And it got me thinking because this guy, it was on one of the news channels, and they were interviewing him, and he was going into they were asking him certain questions, you know, like, well, what about this, you know, what about that, why, you know, what about the Coriolis effect, or what about this and that, you know, and he had answers for everything, you know, and some of his answers for certain questions were pretty. I mean, like, if you didn't know anybody, like if you were like an elementary kid, you would probably believe this shit. Like,
well, that's the problem. I don't think these people have gotten past 5th grade.
No, I mean,
and they're not legit. They're not scientists. But they think, okay, I'm in an airplane and the nose isn't diving down every 5 seconds. It's got to be flat. It's like dumb shit. You know, the Earth is humongous. You're on a plane compared to that planet. It's about that small. It's not going to be doing that. But it was just, I mean, like, some of their evidence is like, you're like, well, yeah.
It makes you double.
You start to think, you're like, well, am I being fucking lied to?
Yeah.
But then you go watch.
It makes you question certain things that you've heard or certain things that you know to be true. Yeah. You're like, well, wait a minute. Okay.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but then you go watch an actual scientist or someone that has any kind of scientific background, and they can debunk those guys 99% of the time.
Well, all you have to do is just look.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. All these people think everything else is round. They agree.
Grab you a telescope.
Yeah.
Go look at the sky, and that right there should tell you all you need to know. There is not one other planet or sun or moon or anything in our universe that is flat.
Yeah.
None of it.
I mean, asteroids have a weird shape.
But they
they're
but
combined.
they haven't been spinning in a circle for billions of years.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just.
I mean, you have to think about those things. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Some of his.
No, I mean, I like
some of his
watching these
answers.
people. I like watching how stupid they sound.
I mean,
And they're sitting there telling us, oh, you were just taught this from elementary school and on. So they push it in your head. It's like, who's benefiting from a flat Earth? Who? The lizard people that are running the government. It's like, come on, they're not making money off of flat Earth. These people are just idiots.
yeah.
They just want something to bitch about because they're fucking sitting in their basement eating Cheetos with their big fat guts, watching conspiracy fucking videos. They got nothing else better to do.
Hey, some of those conspiracy videos, they're not too bad. I mean, some of that shit is pretty interesting.
No, it is. I agree with. I just don't think the flat Earth is a very interesting topic because it's just too bizarre.
I mean, I still think it's an interesting topic. I don't think that it's something that I necessarily take seriously, but I still think it's an interesting point of view.
I mean, like, I believe in more of the alien conspiracies.
Yeah.
I believe in that 100. I mean, you know, people think I'm crazy, but I think that we've been visited before. I think they've crashed here. I mean, Roswell, all the evidence they have on that.
My own personal view on aliens and extraterrestrial.
I don't want to hear your speech.
But my point of view on all of that stuff is that you have to be pretty naive to think that in the universe, as huge as this universe is, I mean, it's massive, that we
Pretty much infinite.
We are the only intelligent life in the entire universe. Think how big the universe is. Have you ever, oh man, I can't remember what the name of that movie or show was, where they take a picture of the Earth or a picture of where you're at, and they just gradually zoom out to the whole universe, galaxy after galaxy after, solar system after
I think it was a
system.
video on YouTube. I think it was a video.
Yeah, maybe that's where I saw it. I thought I saw
one.
something in a movie or something. But anyways, you think about how big the universe actually is. It's massive. I mean,
we're one galaxy in over I think a trillion galaxies, and that's only in the observable universe.
And how many solar systems are in that or in each galaxy?
Yeah.
Thousands, millions, whatever it is. I don't know. And then
tons.
And then within each one of those solar systems is a sun and planets.
Well, I think up until 20 years ago, they thought we were the only. They didn't know there were planets orbiting other stars.
Oh, really?
They didn't know they didn't know there were exoplanets. They thought we were unique in our solar system, and we were the only solar system to have. Well, obviously it's the solar system, so the planets and all that.
And to me, that seems naive to
well,
think,
yeah, and
to
I
think
said,
that,
and I said
we're the one special case.
Yeah,
I mean, even if hundreds and hundreds or thousands of years ago, whatever, to look up in the sky and know that all of these are. I mean, obviously they probably didn't think they were suns, but like even today and age, if you knew nothing about space or astronomy or anything like that, if you just took a telescope and looked up in the sky and you saw other solar systems and galaxies and stuff like that, and you knew that you could obviously tell that that's what we come from. That's what our planet comes from. To think that there's not other intelligent life out there.
No, it
somewhere.
is. Yeah. No, seriously, it is pretty naive. I mean, one of the theories is that we came from. Not saying us, humans, but microbes were on another planet that was hit by an asteroid or another planet, and we came here on an asteroid, hit our planet, and that's where we came from. There's tons of theories because, but
I mean, anything's possible. I mean,
well,
we don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happened.
Oh, I know everything's possible. I mean, Beto was running for president. Of course, he's not going to win.
What is it, Beto or Beto?
It's Beto. He's the Irish Mexican.
Beto or O'Rourke.
Yes.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Just stop, man. Just stick to your roots, man. But I think they said that it was a nickname that he had gotten as a kid because he grew up in El Paso.
Yeah, he grew up in
was a largely Hispanic.
Yeah, it was
Mexican American.
Yeah, it was a nickname, but he's going around claiming he's pretty much Hispanic, just like Elizabeth Warren saying she's Native American.
Because all his friends are Hispanic, so he must be.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
My wife's family's Portuguese. I don't go around to claim I'm Portuguese or Brazilian.
That's my point.
Not Portuguese. They speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just as Mexican as he is. I grew up in New York.
Actually, you're more Mexican than he is because you're Italian, and the Italian language is more closely related to Spanish than the Irish language,
which is English.
No, Gaelic.
Well, isn't that like the old?
That's Irish. That's the Irish language.
They got like
my point is that
you can understand them.
Is that Italian and Spanish are more closely related than Spanish and Gaelic? I mean, come on.
Don't remind me.
I don't know. He cracks me up.
Who? Beto?
Yeah.
No, he's an idiot.
Yeah, he cracks me up. He was just in the news for something. I think because he was taking money from private. He got caught taking money from private companies or whatever for his campaign or something.
Yeah, he's a politician.
Yeah, but his whole spiel was that, oh, I'm privately funded. I don't take money from we're self-funded, I guess. We don't take money from outside sources or something like that.
I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he has no chance.
No.
I hate to break it, but Trump's going to be president again for another till 2024. So.
Think so?
So I'm just telling people,
I don't know.
Get your tissues out, or if you're a liberal, plan on crying for another 6 years because he's going to be president for another 6 years.
I don't know, man. I don't know that that's going to happen. I really don't.
Who do you think is a candidate that can whoop his ass?
I think Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden is a strong candidate to run against.
He's too groping on children.
First of all, I'm not affiliated with either party, so I could. I mean, I don't really care either. I don't care for either one of them, but I still think that if anybody was going to give Trump a run for his money, I think it would be Biden. I don't think.
Well, of course.
I don't think the Democrats have any. I don't think they have any other candidates that could take on that job and be successful. I don't think.
Well, yeah.
I don't think they have anybody else that's running that could beat out Trump. I don't.
Well, no, I would say Biden is probably
for what they have,
for what they've got, which isn't much.
That was my point.
Yeah, no, and I understand what you're saying, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be as close as the Hillary was. The race with Hillary and Trump. I think it's going to be more of a landslide than.
You think so? Favoring Trump?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
After all this child groping and kissing, I don't know if he's really got a good shot.
But you know what though? The funny thing is it got real popular. That was real popular for about a week, and you notice how it's just kind of died out.
Yeah, because Hillary probably had some people killed off.
Welcome to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, we don't like what you said. You died. You shot yourself in the back of the head three times.
But here's the funny thing though. There are videos and pictures of Joe Biden groping these women and young girls,
hugging and kissing them when they don't want it.
In public,
as they're leaning back to get away from him. And it gets more or less swept under the rug. I mean, it was a hot topic for like a week or two, and now it's kind of swept under the rug. Yeah.
But people are still talking about how Trump said, "Grab him by the pussy," like
which the whole thing was taken out of context because they took that one section of that video or that tape, took that part out. But if you listen to the whole, I think it was like a half hour, audio. There was a lot more in there, and it kind he needs to be careful what he says. He needs to stay off Twitter. He needs to have someone else write his stuff for him. But I don't think he knew he was being recorded that day.
I don't think he cared.
And he was talking about a certain, I forgot what it was. I think he was talking about like a certain area that he went to, and he said you can almost go up to these girls and just grab them by the pussy, and they wouldn't care. Not saying that it's right for him to say that, but the whole thing he said was taken out of context.
Look, I just think people need to quit being so damn fragile. They're words. You don't like them, don't listen to them.
Exactly.
No, I don't know of any person in the history of the world who said some words and it physically hurt someone else. I can't think of one instance.
No.
So I think these people just need to quit being so fragile. And, who cares?
Right,
people are gonna say what they want to say. But
well, yeah, they need to get over themselves for sure.
yeah. But I think
because everyone, me and you have said things in the past that we look back, we're like, what the fuck was I thinking, or why did I say that? It's everyone says.
Oh, I still say stuff like that every day.
Yeah, it's like right now I'm saying shit, but it's just no one's perfect. Trump is obviously not the most perfect candidate.
No, he's not the most tactful person when it comes to public speaking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When he has other people, he's done White House, or what's that called? I'm having a brain fart now.
The press releases?
State of the Unions.
Oh, okay.
When people write that stuff and it's scripted, everybody agrees, holy crap, that sounded really good. Even CNN was like, okay, yeah, the guy did a good job.
Yeah.
And that's got to hurt them. They hate that.
Yeah.
And that's, that's killing them to say that. But when he talks on his own,
shit comes out of his mouth.
You're like, this is the president?
Yeah.
He was talking about Mexicans coming over here, and he goes, they have a picnic. They're coming over here like it's a picnic and all this stuff. He goes, this isn't SeaWorld. He goes, this isn't Disneyland. I'm like, you just picnic in Disneyland. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Go walk away with your wife. Let someone else write your speeches and just, because he's making that woman's job very hard. What's that woman?
Sarah Huckabee.
Yeah, that poor woman.
But you know what though? I kind of feel like she likes. Have you ever seen any of her speeches or not speeches? What does she do? Press releases or whatever it is.
Or fixing his problems.
Basically, yeah.
Fixing what he said.
But she seems to enjoy it.
Well, she's good at it.
She is very good at it. She'll tell you like it is and shut you down and hey, shut the fuck up and give me the mic back.
Yeah.
So.
And I thought she was leaving. I heard that she was supposed to be gone.
I don't know. I didn't hear any of that.
I did. I thought she said she was leaving at the end of last year, and then all of a sudden she's still here, which I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because she's really good at her job. You have to be to fix all the dumb shit he says.
Yeah.
But he is our president.
That he is. Look.
And he will be for another.
I don't care if you voted for him or not. Term. He is your president. Get over it.
So quit saying he's not my president unless you move to Canada or Europe and Canada doesn't want you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they might. Trudeau's an idiot too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they can have them all.
Yeah, you guys can take them. But that's like all these movie stars. If Trump gets elected, I'm moving to Canada. And guess what? They're still here.
They're all a bunch of fucking idiots. Look, and if any of them, doubtful, but if any of them are happen to be watching, you're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
You're fucking
pretty much.
idiots.
Looking in the camera, you're fucking idiots.
Stay out of politics. Stick to acting. Whatever. Nobody cares, and nobody wants to hear your views on politics. Just shut the fuck up.
One actor I do respect.
Go make a movie.
Is Chris Pratt.
Dude is awesome.
He sticks to his guns. He wears that freaking American flag with pride, and he tells people like it is. And if you don't like it, he tells you, because all these actresses are getting on him for going to that church, and it's LGBTZW, whatever the fuck it is. It's like, it's a church.
Yeah.
The Bible doesn't say anything about gay marriage. And that's the other thing, fucking lay off the guy. Leave him the fuck alone.
I have a lot of respect.
Don't fuck with Star-Lord.
Just because he's true to who he is. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what you think.
Well, he's not going to let liberal Hollywood dictate how he thinks and how he feels.
No.
And that's what a lot of these actors have done. They switch sides so many times.
Oh, like I said, they're all a bunch of fucking idiots. Look,
De Niro.
Most of them have no college education. A lot of them dropped out of high school. They didn't even get a high school education.
Yeah.
I don't have a college education either, but
I took 4 classes.
But I'm also not out there trying to tell people, how they should vote and what they should think and how they should live their lives either. So if you're not intelligent enough to, look, okay, let me back up a little bit. California is a fucked up place. You fucked up your state. Quit trying to fuck up the rest of the country.
And New York's following.
Yeah.
And it's sad because that's where I'm from, and it's fucking terrible that they're electing who they're electing. It's pissing me off.
Yeah.
But these people need to stop using their celebrity status as a platform to talk about shit. It's like same with sports, actors, all this shit. Yeah, I want to watch you act. I want to watch you play sports.
That's it. Shut the fuck up after that.
Yeah, I didn't come here to talk to hear your argument about abortion or Trump, or Trump being harmful to your hurting your feelings. I don't give a shit. I'm watching your movie. That's what I came for. If you're a spy in this movie, be a fucking spy and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your political views.
Nobody cares about what you think.
But it's funny, though, how they can play a fucking... They're anti-gun. Oh, but wait, they're giving me $15 million to play an assassin. Oh, I'll go kill all these motherfuckers in this movie. Okay. So it's funny. It's funny how the money changes their fucking...
Well, okay.
I can't even get the word out because it just makes me angry.
Well, okay, let's go back to that for just a second because... So years ago, the big thing was video games, right? Video games are inciting violence. They're teaching kids to be violent. All of this crap, right? Mm-hmm. You don't hear any of that crap anymore.
No,
none of it. It's all about the guns now, the guns themselves, because the guns are physically getting up by themselves and going out and committing these crimes. You know, it has nothing to do with people, loony fucking people, mind you, people that should have been locked away for mental health disorders years ago. It has nothing to do with them. It has to do with the guns. The guns themselves are walking out of guns. You know, they're opening gun safes and walking out on their own, getting out on the streets and committing these crimes. That's what we should be taking care of, are these guns.
Yeah.
The guns are the evil ones.
I don't remember hearing about mass shootings in the early 1900s.
Well, I think mass shootings, well, maybe not that far back, but mass shootings have been going on in the U.S. for decades.
I mean, well, of course they have, but it's gotten worse because the mental health issues have gotten worse and people don't take care of themselves.
Absolutely. It's a mental health issue. It's not a gun control issue. We already have there's gun control laws right now.
Oh yeah.
If I want to go buy a pistol, I have to go down, fill out an application, and wait.
That gets submitted to the FBI, and then I have to sit there and wait for 15, 20 minutes.
I have to wait for a background check to go through before I can purchase that handgun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Well, in all these mass shootings, it's always been the local government that's dropped the ball. They've gotten calls, say this kid needs help or this person needs help. They've got guns in the house, and they just kind of, like I said, they drop the ball because, I mean, they don't take the proper steps. They don't contact the proper authorities. And the next thing you know, the kid's out there. You know, there's been guys like, you know, they go out, you know, they've got mental health issues, and it's not put into the database, because if you have a certain mental issue, you can't get a gun.
Right.
You can't have, you know, so some of these people aren't putting the right information in, they get the gun. Well, we told the police about it. Well,
but not only that, look, okay. So we already have background checks, okay? You have to go through a background check to purchase a handgun. Okay. All these people who slip through the cracks that have, you know, whether it be a criminal record or a mental health issue, whatever, then the government wants to say, oh, well, we need harsher gun control laws. Well, so what you're telling me is that you didn't do your job well enough the first time, so now you're going to punish me by implementing ridiculous gun control laws that makes it harder for me to purchase a gun because you were too fucking shitty at your job the first time and didn't catch that this person had a criminal record or mental health disorder when you basically gave the guy permission to buy a handgun.
Yeah.
That's my fault now. Now I have to pay the price for it because you didn't do your job the first time.
Yep.
That's fucking
Pretty
retarded.
Much.
That is fucking
stupid. They want
stupid.
to take guns away, but guess what? Criminals get things illegally. Heroin's illegal. Cocaine's illegal.
That's the other
They get their hands on it because guess what? They're criminals.
Yeah.
And they're going to get their hands on guns. So all the good people, the citizens that obey the law, are going to turn their guns in. And guess what? The criminals are going to have them, and we're not going to be able to defend ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fucking mess.
The whole thing is stupid.
But
you know, the Second Amendment is there because it's for the people to protect themselves against the tyrannical government. It has nothing to do with hunting. It has nothing to do with protecting your property from a home invader. It's there to protect the people from a tyrannical government. So the notion that we don't need the same guns that the tyrannical government has when they come to take our guns is ludicrous. Of course we need the same weaponry that they're using. How are we supposed to defend ourselves against the military if we don't have the same weaponry that they're using?
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, come on. It's stupid. Well, then you have these people that use the argument, oh, well, so you think you should be able to buy a tank? Fuck yeah. I think I should be able to buy a tank. Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, and then you've got people, well, what about hand grenades? What about rocket launchers? Why not?
The Taliban comes knocking on my door, I'm going to blow them up.
Fuck the Taliban. If Hillary Clinton comes knocking on my door,
like I said,
guess what's going to happen?
No, I'm just saying you may die of you may shoot yourself in the back of the head 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens to all the people that get on her wrong side.
Yeah.
They end up dead. Well, that was a good little conversation. I'm glad we were able to...
Anyways, yeah.
I'm glad we were able to let you guys hear our fucked up minds.
Yeah. You'll have to excuse the round and round with the conversation. You know, maybe we repeat some stuff or whatever, but we're both kind of new to this, and
yeah,
we're just here to shoot the shit and talk about whatever comes to mind. We have no agenda. We have no ultimate goal. I mean, this is just a platform for us to be stupid and you know, speak about whatever goes through our moronic minds. And
one thing, like with Joe Rogan, if you guys leave negative comments on our page, we're not going to waste our time replying. So don't waste your time, because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we really don't care.
No, you're not worth my time if you're going to sit there and...
I mean, we do appreciate
talk shit about me.
We do appreciate the nice comments and
of course,
you know, the good feedback or whatever. And you know, if you did like it, or if you want to see more, if you have any ideas of shit you want us to talk about or people you want us to have on, nobody crazy. We don't know anybody famous. I mean, we not at all. But
unless you guys know someone that can come on and
yeah,
and talk to us. But well, no, we really do appreciate you guys. You know,
but we do
watching us.
You know, we said no negative feedback, but we do appreciate constructive criticism. Neither one of us are crybabies. We're not gonna we're not gonna go, you know, pout about it. We can both take constructive criticism very well.
Not that I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. You'll take it.
Thanks.
But no, I mean, just, you know, leave us some comments and you know, give us some feedback so we know how to improve on the show. And if there's anything you guys want to hear about or any ideas that you have, just let us know. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on all of that shit. So
yep,
it's all at the Reality Theory podcast. So you can find us on all those platforms.
Definitely. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Yep, that's about it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.